Shalom. Y'all Bashim Rakakana Shalom. Related to more news. President Trump speaks on the religious and hostage release in the assassination attempt. President Trump participated in a national prayer breakfast at the Capitol on Thursday today. Joining with more than 70-year-old Washington tradition that brings together bipartisan groups of lawmakers for fellowship. During his speech, the president said he will bring back religion in the United States and will protect all Christians. He also addresses the releases of hostages and wars in the Middle East, which is West Asia, and more. Daniel 7:25. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. I read the scripture relating to change times and laws, policies, decrees, things they establish relating to them being in rulership, changing of that. You know what I mean? Scripture says the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. They cover the faces of the judges. You know. Scripture also talks about never trust thy adversary, as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. And then great words relates to blasphemy against the Most High and his Son, and wear out the saints of the Most High, which are the believers, specifically the prophets, the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And that's what he's doing. This administration is thinking to change the times and the laws relating to the times, man. You know what I mean? They're doing a lot of crazy things, man. You know what I mean? That some people agree with, and a lot of people, and some people don't agree with, you know, and vice versa. And they shall be given to the hand to a time, and times that divide into times, because the power has been given to him, man. You know what I mean? So that's why the scripture says, Job 9:24, the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. Go to Psalms 55. It's a quick lesson. Psalms 55, 20, 21 actually. I'll start at 20. He put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, and broken his covenant. Certain people that were peace, he befriended them, but he betrayed them. He undermined to betray them. And that goes historically related to a certain specific people. You know, that was done to a certain specific people over historically. People of color, brown skin. And the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So they talk good stuff. They talk appeasing stuff, pleasing stuff to the ears. But war was in his heart, which is his mind. But his true intent internally in his mind was opposite of what he was speaking, man. And his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So they have the optics and the lip service of peace, but their actions initially is going to be of war, man. It's going to be of contention and strife, man. That's 55, 20, 21. You know, Scripture talks about Revelation 6 and 4, talking about Edom, the red horse, to take peace from the earth using a great sword. So, and that sword is part of that blessing, man. You know what I mean? So, and by that sword thou shalt live, it relating to Genesis 25, relating to Genesis 27. You know what I mean? Let's go to more news. So he's talking fairness relating to, you know, this and that, relating to protecting all Christians and religions, but does he really mean that in heart? That's why I read those scriptures, man, which is his mind. So that was a national prayer breakfast related to that. You have, what is this here? Tom Homan warns protesters impeding ICE raids could find themselves in handcuffs. So that goes to obstruction related to them, you know, obstructing related to them doing a police service or arrest. You know what I mean? So the protesters, they're gonna find themselves in handcuffs if they interfere or interrupt or block relating to deportation, man. Them going into different schools and facilities relating to certain people, man. You know, because the massive deportation, man. Scripture talks about 2 Ezra 15 and 16. It's a quick lesson. Ezra 16, pretty much obstruction of justice. In this way, obstruction of police order, police procedures, and pretty much their police, their organizational duties, in a matter of speaking. 16. Let me see, hold up. 2 Ezra 15. Woe unto the world them that dwell therein. Warning. Woe means for destruction. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. That goes to protesting. That's what you're seeing. Invading one another, shall not regard what? The kings or princes. For example, the protest relating to the procedures that ICE is doing related to mass deportation. You know what I mean? And the course of their action shall stand in their power. So they're taking the power and putting it back in their hands, not regarding kings and prince. A man shall desire to go into the city and should not be able. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Many great misery shall happen in the latter times to them that dwell therein, because they walk greatly in pride. 2 Ezra 8 and 50. So the part of those miseries or troubles, man, that's going to be in these cities. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That goes to the things that's going to be happening. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but destroy their houses with the sword, siege and occupying, home invasion, etc., and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread, lack of supplies, goods, different things. People are going to be in want and need. So they're going to do certain things they normally don't do, man, because the condition and the things that's going on in society. And for great tribulation, that's part of that tribulation, man. Go to do some more news. So Odom saying anybody interfering with police operation and police business will be handcuffed, particularly protesting, obstructing, relating to obstruction of relating to their process of doing what they need to do with their job. Judge, you have an injunction relating to the birthright, talking about that earlier. And you having a buyout relating to federal workers to resign and buy out. It talks about that. Seen that earlier on the report. So people in the federal government, you know what I mean, they really, what goes to downsizing relating to certain departments, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Or DOG. And the report, Trump tells the prayer breakfast he wants to root out anti-Christian bias and urging bring God back. Question is, which God? You know what I mean? There's a report here. All right. Anyway, what else? There's a report here. Representatives of Elon Musk Department of Government Efficiency, which is DOGE, have been working the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare and Medicaid Services, where they will grant access to agency systems and technology. CMS said on Wednesday. CMS oversees the Medicare and health insurance programs for older and disabled Americans and Medicaid for lower income enrollees. Together, they provide coverage over 140 million people in the United States. Talk about the Medicare because they want to do cuts, 2.3 trillion over 10 years. They want to do cuts in that, man. They're talking about that, making cuts in Medicare, different other programs they want to do. Federal workers have more time to decide on a buyout offer, and FBI employees fear retribution. 13 minutes ago. You have the top cop, which is Pam Bondi from Florida. That's the U.S. General. She moves the U.S. General, examine what she's going to do. And what else we have here? Trump voters slams Democrat response to government cuts and Musk growing influence. Of course, they want to take over Gaza. You know, they just want to siege and occupy it. You know what I mean? Trump's son-in-law behind that. You know what I mean? And of course, you have the continuation relating to mass deportations. You have not just from South America. but you have in other parts of the country as well. Other people from African countries, people from the Mid East, India. You have people from India land in their respective countries. You have Africans being deported. You know what I mean? And it was 7 days ago, set to deport thousands of illegal Africans, immigrants. So different denominations are being deported, man. You know. There's a few scriptures. Let me see something. There's a Crux report here. Hundreds of women, RAPED, or sexually assaulted, burnt alive in Congo. You have a civil unrest in Congo, man. That's been going on. You got something with the embassy being attacked in that area too as well. This was like a week ago. Kremlin dismisses the head of the Russian space agency after 10 years scarred by failed moonshot. Yeah. Dmitry Peskov. Yeah. Way into this. So this is just more news. Quick news real quick. Hope it helps relate to information. Let me give all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Makakadash. The Zayah Wolf. Let me check one more thing. We had a protest relating to pro-Palestinians. You had something protest downtown here the other day in Tampa. You know what I mean, relating to that. Downtown here, over there somewhere. So there's different things going on. You also having increased flu cases moving across the country. I seen that earlier. Different various parts of the states as well. The report here: brain tissue could contain the same amount of microplastics as plastic spoon. And a lot of things that relate to different things. You had a report relating to the red dye. Red 2 relates to that dye they put in foods by taking that out by a certain time. And you had a Mexican cartel shooting incident with at the border. That was a few days ago. Do I expect violence to escalate? Absolutely. As Tom Honum, you know, relate to the Mexican cartels. They were shooting it out with the military down at the border. So the intensification is going to happen. It's 4 hours ago. So this is just some reports. Also, breaking news: the judge temporarily blocks Trump's administration from impeding federal employment's buyout offer. 6 hours ago. So you having pretty much an injunction related to that, and also the birthright. And I seen something like relating to talking about the impeachment. One of those senators are putting it relating to impeachment related to Trump. You know what I mean? Let me see something. Here we go. Now you have Donald Trump impeachment articles being filed. House Democrats revive push to impeach Trump. Texas lawmakers explain why he's to impeach Trump. That's obvious. You know, he's doing pretty much what he wants to do. You know what I mean? You know, and even fellow Democrats aren't backing. Donald Trump faces the first articles of impeachment, second term. Al Green, that's the guy. He files a new impeachment articles against Trump. Houston, this is a Houston representative, Al Green from Houston, Texas representative, calls for impeachment of President Trump for Gaza proposal. And not just that, various other things as well, man. The impeachment articles against Trump being introduced for Gaza proposal. Congressman seeks to impeach Trump over Gaza. But what about Biden? Okay, over the Gaza thing he talks about. Let me see something. Now, he had an impeachment on his first term. There you go. Donald Trump, serving 45 president of the United States, was impeached for the first time December 18, 2019. So on his first term, he was impeached as well. So this will be a second term. These articles are being filed relating to that. Because you have presidents like Clinton, he was impeached, but he continued on to finish out his term. You know what I mean? For example of that. So that was something I seen a few days ago relating to that. So Scripture talks about be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small, man. Sirach 5:15. That being said, this is some information relating to that. I hope it helps relating to whoever listens. Zayah Wolf, hope it helps. Shalom.